Welcome back into the Yeager Stadium studio, also known as the Steve Baker studio. I'm Terry Bridge, filling in for the voice of the Redhawks. And joining us, Chuck Martin, head coach of the Redhawks, and special teams. This is a group that was very special a season ago for you, and I think they have a chance to do that again. Obviously, Graham Nicholson moving on, that's a blow, but being you were a kicker yourself a long time ago, so maybe
I taught Graham everything he knows.
I was going to say you did.
Graham was dirt average when he got here, and then under my unbelievably tutelage of being a really below average Division III kicker, I taught him everything he knows, and he's now at Alabama, so it makes it easy to recruit kickers. Come here, and Graham, we were his only walk-on offer. He had one. He always says, "You're my only offer." I go, "We're your only walk-on offer." Let's be honest with you, but no, obviously we love Graham, we miss Graham, and again, pretty amazing what he accomplished, winning the Lou Groza from a MAC school, winning a national award, not from a Power 4 conference, is almost unheard of, which just shows what he did. And like these other guys, like the Woolards or Gages, or these guys that have left, obviously huge blows, but let's start with punter. You got returning all-conference punter Bemline. We were the #1 special teams in the country a year ago. We were 6th in net punting a year ago. Bevelheimer started his first game in Miami, Florida. I would say Miami, Florida, we didn't get a lot of that game. Gage LeVarden we knew was pretty good at the end of that night, and we were very happy with how he punted. We didn't have a lot else to show for Miami, Florida, but finding Bev that night, because Dom was out hurt. Dom's going to be back. He's going to be healthy. Dom was all-league 2 years ago. Bev was all-league last year as a punter. We have 2 returning all-league punters, which is pretty
it was
amazing.
Hard for Dom to get back on the field. Bevelheimer, the way he was punting the football.
Yes, and he knew he was never healthy at any point to even compete. So he will compete with Bev in this camp, and it will be hard for Dom to get back on the field with the way Bev punts. But it'll also be hard for Bevelheimer to keep Dom off the field because Dom's pretty good too. So Dom, again, having 2 returning all-league punters. We also have a freshman, Carter Holden, coming in from Dublin Jerome, who can kick and punt. We're excited about Carter. Switching to kicking, obviously you lose Graham. Kellen McLaughlin will bite. Dom was recruited as a kicker. He became a great punter here. Kind of made himself into a great punter. But we actually recruited Dom as a kicker, and Dom is a really good kicker. Dom was just behind.
Yeah, I was gonna say he used to kick, and then went.
If you watch him in practice, he's. You'd watch Graham kick, and then you watch our backup kick. You're like, your backup's really, 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 really good. He's just not as good as Graham. It wasn't like, so Dom's an accomplished kicker. He's all-state kicker in high school. Then we have Caleb McLaughlin for Trinity, Louisville Trinity. Was a freshman last year. Again, if you went to practice, you're like, Caleb McLaughlin's pretty dang good. And well, he wasn't as good as Graham Nicholson, so never ever heard about it. So we like the Dom Bevelheimer battle at punter. We like the Dom Kellen battle at kicker. We feel like we have 3 guys battling, and really Dom is battling at both spots. And then we have a freshman long snapper 2 and Caleb Schlatter coming in. We got Nick Walker and Hudson Powell, who are returners. So we have a lot of depth at long snapping too. So it's a group we take a lot of pride in. It's a group that they take a lot of pride. We're going to talk about coaches in a different session, but we have a new ST guy. But it's pretty easy to recruit kickers and punters right now because all of our guys have an insane amount of success when they get here, and all of them come here as walk-ons. And they all, maybe they leave on scholarship at Alabama, so it's a pretty easy sell. And then all our special teams coaches go on and make a lot of money at other places too. So a lot of it has to do with our specialists, though, and they take their job as serious as any other team, and they work as hard as any other team, and they're a really good group. And yeah, again, same thing. Same song. We'd love to have Graham back, but we still feel great about the kids we have.
Yeah, man, and special teams it decides a lot of football games. There's no question about it. Coach, thank you, and that concludes our position preview. We're also going to be bringing you. We're going to look at the new additions as far as the coaching staff next time on MiamiRedHawks.com.